My beloved child, I have watched the moments when your mouth filled with truth, but others spoke over you, when you were mislabeled while you stood in silence, when judgments fell like stones while no one asked your heart what it carried. And I say to you now, be calm, breathe slowly, unclench your jaw, let your shoulders lower, release the sting and the rush, release the need to explain yourself to those who have not listened. Listen closely to my voice, because my voice is the authority in this room, and I am near you now. I have the final word over your name. Not rumor, not projection, not accusation, not the hurried conclusions of people who never sat with your story. I name you, and when I name you, every counterfeit label loses its grip. I call you mine. I call you precious. I call you steady. I call you clean. I call you chosen. I call you my beloved child, and an heir to my blessings. Your identity is not a vote and not a debate and not an open forum for the wounded to wound again. It is sealed in my covenant love, and it stands when every other word collapses. Right now, the shift begins. Not tomorrow, not when they finally understand, not when you gather evidence. Now, as you inhale my peace and exhale the argument, I realign your steps. I reset your inner compass. I quiet the earthquake in your thoughts. What looked like delay was protection and positioning. I closed certain doors to shield you from traps. I slowed your pace to keep you from walking into an ambush. I let the noise rise so you would learn to find my whisper and build your life upon it. Understand the conflict clearly, little one. The enemy, the accusers, and the false friends wield noise like a whip to move you by fear and urgency. They manufacture a storm so you will steer off course and react on their timetable. But you will not dance to their drum. You will not trade your crown for their chaos. I order your times and your seasons. You move by my peace and my instruction, not by panic, not by the trembling of your nervous system, not by their deadlines. Breathe again. Feel my hand over your head like a shelter. Come under my wings and rest. Unclench the story you keep replaying. Lay down the defense you keep rehearsing. You do not have to shout to be established when I am the one establishing you. You do not have to gather allies when my angels encamp around you. You do not have to fix their perception when I am healing your identity from the inside and setting you like a tree planted by living water. This is my decree over your name. You belong to me. You are not the sum of gossip. You are not the echo of their fear. You are not the mistakes I have already forgiven. You are a new creation in my hands, and the old things are losing power now. I place you under the shield of my blood, and I write over you a future of peace and strength. Now speak with me to anchor your heart. Say it out loud, even softly. I belong to God. My name is safe in God's mouth. I will not be driven by noise. I will listen for the Father's voice. Be calm, my beloved child. The loudest voices are not the highest authority. My word is the highest authority, and it has begun the change in you now. Listen closely, my beloved child. Breathe in my peace again, and let your shoulders rest. For I am opening a door before you, and the air is shifting, and that is why the wind seems to scream against your face. Resistance rises because your next chapter breaks the patterns that fed the old story. Your promotion ends someone's control. It removes unauthorized access. It interrupts a false narrative that kept you small, and the enemy fears what happens when you walk through what I have prepared. So the noise multiplies not because you are wrong, but because you are near. Understand the tactic, little one. Accusers do not strike your future first. They strike your credibility so you will hand them your future with your own hands. They circle your name with fog so you doubt yourself. They rush you with urgency so you react. They needle your tender places so you shrink back. They whisper, prove yourself now, defend yourself now, fix it now. And while you chase their moving target, your purpose stands waiting at the open door. But hear me, you will not dance to their drum. You will not trade your crown for their chaos. I order your times, and I have not asked you to audition for what I already gave you. Learn the difference between my conviction and their condemnation. My conviction is a clean light that shows a specific step and carries hope and strength and timing. It says, here is what to set right. Here is when. Here is how. And my hand lifts you as you obey. But condemnation is a dirty flood. It is vague. It shouts always and never. It smears your whole self with shame. It paralyzes rather than restores. It is accusation without a path to healing. Do not receive what I did not send. I correct to restore you. Accusers condemn to freeze you. My voice steadies, their voice scrambles. So reframe the pressure, my child. The weight you feel is not a stop sign. It is the tremor that precedes a birth. It is the last roar before the wall gives way. It is the howl of gates that know they are about to open. Pressure is often proof of proximity. You are closer than your feelings admit, closer than the enemy wants you to believe, closer than the numbers or opinions suggest. And I say to you now, the days of defeat are behind you, and the old cycle of chasing approval is breaking under my hand even now. Come under my wings, stand under the shield of my blood. Let my angels encamp around your steps. Be still inside while I handle the storm outside, and say it with me to anchor your heart. Softly but with authority, I renounce condemnation. I receive the Father's correction. I will not self-sabotage. I will walk through the door God opens for me. I am making all things new, and I will carry you forward by my peace. Keep breathing, keep listening, keep moving at my pace, for the pushback you feel is not a warning to retreat. It is evidence you are approaching what I promised. Listen closely, my beloved child. Be calm and breathe, for I am exposing the smear and cutting its cords from your nervous system now. I am bringing light to the mechanics that tried to move you like a puppet, and as I speak, I loosen the knots in your chest and steady your pulse under my hand. Smear moves by craft, not courage. It builds a case with selective storytelling. It trims context and magnifies fragments. It stitches half-truths to old pain to make a costume that looks like you but is not you. It speaks in a tone of concern to disguise control. It repeats insinuation until repetition impersonates reality. It drops questions like seeds and waters them with hints. It says, I'm just worried, I heard, I wonder if, and it trains ears to hear suspicion as wisdom. Understand their aim, little one. They want your calm, they want your schedule, they want your breath, they want you anxious and reactive and explaining yourself to people who never intended to understand. They want you to abandon your post at the open door and give your energy to a courtroom that has no judge and no end. They produce urgency so you will sprint without discernment. They brand your silence as guilt so you will argue at their pace. They needle you until your words get hot, and then they raise those words like proof. They bait you into retaliation so they can say, see, and in this way, they hope to make you forfeit what I already decreed. See also the isolation play, my child, how false friends circle like helpers, but tug you away from prayer, away from my written word, away from wise counsel that has fruit. They keep you in continuous defense. They keep your phone lit at midnight. They keep you narrating and re-narrating. Instead of entering your room and closing the door to meet with me, they say, don't talk to them, just talk to me, while they edit and export your speech to fuel the fog. But I am teaching you to step back under my wings, to value the quiet where angels encamp around you, and your peace returns like a river. Here is a clear filter I give you now. If a voice steals your peace, pulls you into fear, and pushes you to retaliate, it is not me leading you. If a message compresses time into now, with no room for prayer and no path to restoration, It is not my conviction. My conviction is a clean light with a next step, a when and a how, a lifting hand. My voice regulates your breath and knits your courage back together. The enemy's voice scrambles and scatters and stains. Pause and ask, does this voice make me smaller, suspicious, frantic, cut off from wise people and from my Bible and from kneeling? If yes, refuse it. Return to me. Put your hand on your heart and whisper, I belong to God. I choose His pace. Hear my decree. A smear campaign succeeds only when it steals your peace and makes you fight on the enemy's timetable. So I command you back into my rhythm. Slow your answers. Shorten your audience. Lengthen your prayer. Keep your heart and your speech clean, and I will guard your reputation while you guard your integrity. Say this with me now, softly but with authority. I will not be dragged into frantic explanations. I will not retaliate. I will move at my Father's pace under His shield. Lift your eyes, my beloved child, for I see every hidden conversation, every hallway whisper, every message thread and meeting and nod. Nothing is secret before me, and nothing is outside my reach. My angels are already positioned. My hand is already on the lever that reveals and restores. I will expose what must be exposed when it protects you and perfects you, and I will keep you under the shield of my blood while I do it. Be still inside. Nourish yourself on my word. Consult wise counsel in due order, and watch as my peace renders the smear powerless. Be calm now, my beloved child. Breathe and let the storm fall off your shoulders. Come under my wings and hear me say, what no crowd can overturn. You belong to me, not to their opinion. You are mine by covenant, not by consensus. Your worth is fixed in my heart and sealed under the shield of my blood. I have named you, and when I name you, no rumor can rename you. I have chosen you, and when I choose you, no panel can unchoose you. I have written your story, and when I author a life, no critic can edit the truth out of it. I am breaking the hunger to be understood by everyone. I am unclasping the hand that keeps reaching for approval, that will not satisfy. Listen closely, little one. Your story does not need a vote to be true. The chapters I wrote in tears and triumph do not require their signatures. You do not need every person to agree with your journey for your journey to be righteous. You do not need them to see the whole map for you, to walk the next mile with me. Leave the courtroom of public opinion where the gavel never falls and the questions never end. Come out of the hallway where you explain and re-explain until your throat burns. I am the witness and the judge, and the Father who knows your frame and your motive and your secret. Yes, I receive your truth and I carry it safely. Learn again the sound of my voice. It is steady, not frantic. It is strengthening, not shaming. It points to a step and lifts you to take it. It speaks with clarity and covers you with hope. The voice of the accuser runs hot and then cold. It pushes, then abandons. It mocks, then hides. It carries the sour aftertaste of panic and the fog of confusion. Refuse it, reject it, return to me. I will regulate your breath and quiet the shaking in the center of your chest and remind you who you are. Now place your hand on your heart and answer me like a child answering a father. Say it aloud with me, I belong to God. I am not what they said. I am who He says I am. Again, slower and deeper. I belong to God. I am not what they said. I am who He says I am. And now add this. My name is safe in God's mouth. My steps are ordered by His peace. My future is not on trial. Hear my wisdom, my beloved. The first victory is internal, and I am winning it in you now. When your identity rests in my covenant love, the hooks of accusation slip out of your soul. When you remember you are an heir to my blessings, the bait of proving yourself loses its shine. When you anchor belonging in me, you stop bargaining for acceptance with pieces of your purpose, and from that inner ground I will build the next things. I will rebuild your quiet center. I will restore dignity to your thoughts. I will wash the old labels out of your memory. I will straighten your spine with holy confidence. I will teach your tongue to bless, not beg. And then, in my time, I will reveal what I restored. Understand the order, little one. I renew you within before I present you without. I establish truth in your inner parts before I establish you in public places. I craft boundaries in your heart before I open gates in your world. And as you stay close to my voice, you will feel the rush to defend yourself. Dissolve. You will feel the calm to wait rise like morning light. You will see me set the table before you, and you will not have to live in defense mode. Rest here, nourish yourself on my word. Listen each day and know this. You belong to me, and because you belong to me, their accusations cannot hold you. Be calm, my beloved child. Come under my wings again and feel my hand over your head. Like a shelter, I spread my covering over your name and over your nervous system. I hold your reputation and your spirit under the shield of my blood. No arrow of rumor will pierce where I have placed you. No storm of accusation can uproot what I have planted. Breathe and listen closely, because I am teaching you how to stay within my protection by the boundaries I now establish in you. Boundaries are not bitterness, little one. They are obedience to my wisdom and alignment with my order. I assign gates to your heart and keys to your time, and I instruct you whom to seat at your table. Love is owed to all, but closeness is not owed to familiarity. Access is earned by honor and preserved by truth. You do not prove kindness by exposing your soft places to those who weaponize them. You prove wisdom by following my pattern. I call you to be generous without being unguarded, open-hearted without being open-sourced to the smearing tongues. I will teach you where to draw the line, and I will strengthen your spine to hold it. Here are the steps I give you now. Receive them as covering, not as constraint. Limit explanations. Shorten your answers. Refuse the pressure to narrate yourself to those who prefer a story over the truth. Reduce exposure to gossip channels. Step out of the rooms where whisper becomes law. Mute the threads that bait your peace. Stop volunteering your vulnerabilities to unsafe listeners who sell intimacy for influence. Do not argue in the comment sections of life. Do not chase every rumor through every hallway. Do not audition for acceptance at doors I have not appointed. Do not put your pearls into open hands that keep dropping them for sport. Close the door of your room and come into my presence. Lengthen your prayer and your reading of my living word, and let me regulate your breath and reset your pace. Understand the holy exchange I am crafting, my child. When you refuse reactive chatter, you make room for my counsel. When you choose silence, you choose the courtroom where I am the judge. When you step back from the frenzy, I step forward as your defender. Peace is your weapon now. Composure is your shield wall. Silence is not weakness when I am speaking for you. I will cover the conversations you do not attend. I will correct the record without your name living in defense mode. My angels encamp around your perimeter, while your mouth remains clean and your heart remains light. Say with me now to anchor your stance, softly but with authority. I stay under God's shelter. I do not hand my peace to those who misuse access. I will not argue. I will not chase. I will not audition. My boundaries are obedience, and my peace is protected under the shield of His blood. Feel how calm returns when you stop granting intimacy to those who turned it into leverage. Feel how dignity settles on your thoughts when you choose the small circle I approve. I am installing a new order in your relationships and a new quiet in your home. I am your covering. I am your guard. I am your father. Remain here under my wings and move at my pace. For as you honor these boundaries, I will establish you in due time, and no smear will stand. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe and listen closely. For I am setting before you the holy pattern that keeps you under my covering and delivers you without stain. I will fight while you stay clean in heart and speech. I will take the field while you guard the gates of your mouth. I will handle the arrows while you refuse revenge. No retaliation, no slander, no hidden sabotage. This is our covenant exchange. I defend you and you do not become what attacked you. I lift you and you do not lower your words to match the mud thrown at your name. Hear my wisdom, little one. Restraint is not weakness, it is warfare. What you refuse to say becomes evidence of maturity and a doorway to favor. The sentences you withhold are shields I use to protect you. The reply you do not type, the rumor you do not forward, the clever clapback you bury in prayer. These are offerings of trust laid upon my altar, and I who see in secret reward you openly. I open doors that debating never opened. I establish you in rooms where self-defense never gained you access. I write your vindication in a clean script because your record of speech is clean. See the trap clearly, my child. Accusers bait you to react so they can prove their narrative. They push until your tone grows sharp and then frame the sharpness as your essence. They drip provocation and harvest your heat. They long to hold your words as ammunition. Do not arm them. Do not supply their case file with your frustration. Do not sign your name under their thesis with a rash reply. Remain under the shield of my blood. Keep your composure like a fortress. Let my angels encamp around your name while your tongue rests in my hand. Practice my substitutions and watch peace return like a tide. Bless instead of curse, pray instead of post, build instead of broadcast, work faithfully while I handle the noise, speak truth without venom, set boundaries without threats, answer softly or not at all when the bait is loud, go lower in humility when they go high in drama, go deeper in scripture when they go wider in gossip, sow kindness quietly while I overturn the tables of accusation in due time. I correct you in love here, my beloved child. No slander of any kind, no private jokes that stain someone's dignity, no alliances formed to starve another's access, no strategic silence that hopes for their downfall, no screenshots to wound, no subtweets to sting, no leaks dressed as prayer requests. Cleanse your channels, cleanse your intentions, cleanse your schedule of revenge projects. Turn your back to the theater of reaction and face the work in your hands. Do the assignment I gave you with excellence and honor. I will cover the meetings you were not invited to. I will enter the threads you never saw. I will edit the narratives you refused to fight for in the flesh. Say with me now to anchor your steps softly but with authority. I refuse revenge. I bless and I build. I pray and I wait. My heart and my speech stay clean, under the shield of his blood. Again, slower and deeper. I refuse revenge. I bless and I build. I pray and I wait. My heart and my speech stay clean under the shield of his blood. Feel how strength returns as your tongue rests. Feel how dignity settles as your conscience clears. I am making all things new, and you will not carry the regret of reckless words into the new season. Understand this promise and hold it like a seal on your chest. Vindication is protected by integrity. My defense lands best upon the one who refuses to become what attacked them. When your hands stay clean, my verdict arrives, without mixture and without regret. When your mouth stays pure, my timing arrives without delay. Remain under my wings. Nourish yourself on my word. Keep your speech in my custody, and watch as I establish you in quietness, while the storm spends itself without touching you. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe slowly now. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders fall. Place your hand over your chest and feel my hand over yours. Under my wings and under the shield of my blood, your breath steadies, your thoughts find order, Your pulse slows to my pace. Say softly, Father, I welcome your presence. Regulate my spirit. Quiet the quake inside me. Make me still in your shelter. Inhale my peace. Exhale the argument. Inhale my nearness. Exhale the need to prove. Keep breathing with me. I am here. Now pray with me for discernment, and I will give it without confusion or paranoia. Say, Father of lights, give me a clean light. Reveal who is safe and who is manipulative. Show me what is truth and what is distraction. Separate wisdom from rumor. Separate counsel from flattery. Separate urgency from your timing. Let my spirit distinguish conviction from condemnation. Teach my ears to know your voice, and anchor my feet in your peace. Ask and you receive. Little one, I am pouring wisdom into you that leaves no aftertaste of fear. I am sharpening your inner ear without sharpening suspicion. I give clarity without breeding cynicism. I give caution without birthing bondage. You will know and not be nervous. You will see and not be sour. Now we cleanse the heart together. Say, Holy One, wash humiliation from my body. Lift off the heat of rage. Break the compulsion to set the record straight at all costs. Remove the poison of replay and the dizziness of what-ifs. Forgive those who pierced my name. Forgive me for every heated word. Cleanse my channels, cleanse my motives, cleanse my memories with your mercy. I am washing you now, little one. I am removing the sting that keeps you reactive. I am soothing the bruise in your chest. I am erasing the loop that wakes you at night. You are clean. Your conscience grows quiet. Your dignity returns like morning. Now declare protection with me. Say, no weapon formed against me will prosper. Every lying tongue rises and is exposed in the light of God. My life is covered under the shield of his blood. Angels encamp around me. The accusations fall to the ground without power. The truth of God establishes me in due time. I have commanded this over you. I surround you with favor as a wall. I shut the mouths of lions, and I steady your steps. Your name is safe in my mouth, and I will defend it. Call and response now to fix your stance. Repeat after me. God is my defender. I will not fear. I will not react. I will not return to bondage. Again, slower and deeper. God is my defender. I will not fear. I will not react. I will not return to bondage. Once more, let it settle into your bones. God is my defender. I will not fear. I will not react. I will not return to bondage. Lift your eyes, my beloved child. Hear this clearly. Prayer is not escape. Prayer is alignment. From alignment, you make clean decisions. From peace, you choose precise actions. From my presence, you know when to speak and when to be silent, whom to call and whom to release, what to answer and what to ignore. Now ask me for one next step, and I will give it. I will show you the measured reply or the holy silence, the boundary to hold, the meeting to schedule, the page to write, the work to finish. And as you obey, my clarity will multiply. Stay in this rhythm. Nourish yourself on my word. Return to this prayer each morning, and you will not be dragged by accusation. You will move by my calm authority. For I am making all things new, and I am guiding you today. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe and feel the shift under your feet. This is the turning point. I am making all things new, and the air of the old room cannot breathe in the new house. The cycle that pulled you back by shame and by people-pleasing is ending under my hand now. The reflex to shrink when voices rise is breaking. The loop that made you explain yourself until your throat burned is dissolving, I declare over you. The old things are passing away, and now everything is made new, and hear me clearly, they cannot follow you there. Listen closely, little one. Renewal is not only a feeling inside you, it is a holy separation that protects what I am growing. Some relationships cannot enter your next season because they are fastened to an old identity I have already buried. They were scaffolding for a construction phase. and I am removing the scaffold, because the structure now stands. They were access points the enemy used to smuggle chaos into your peace, and I am sealing that gate. This is not betrayal. This is obedience. This is not punishment. This is preservation of purpose and peace under the shield of my blood. I am reframing your sense of loss now. What I remove, I replace with wholeness. What I prune, I multiply in fruit. I am not taking people to make you lonely. I am taking pressure so you can breathe. I am not closing doors to starve you. I am closing traps that look like doors. When false friends fade, do not chase their shadows. Do not resurrect what I buried. Bless and release, forgive and release. Let them go without ceremony. Let them keep their narratives while you keep your peace. I will fill the space with loyal voices. I will plant you among wise ones whose correction is clean and whose counsel bears fruit. Learn my door-closing discernment, my child. It is simple and it is strong. If a connection requires you to betray your peace, your values, or your call, it is not your door. If entry demands that you shrink to be tolerated, that you laugh at what wounds your conscience, that you abandon the prayer rhythm that keeps you free, it is not your door if the invitation arrives soaked in urgency that drowns out my timing. It is not your door if proximity costs you clarity, dignity, or obedience. It is not your door. Step back under my wings. Let my angels encamp around your boundary lines, and I will open the right door at the right time with the right people, and there will be peace with the favor. Say it with me to anchor your steps, softly but with authority. I release what cannot come with me. I refuse doors that demand my peace as payment. I welcome the new with a clean heart. Again, slower and deeper. I release what cannot come with me. I refuse doors that demand my peace as payment. I welcome the new with a clean heart. Feel how the cords loosen. Feel how your breath widens. I am renewing you, and because I am renewing you, I am also restructuring your environment, so your growth is sustainable. I am editing your calendar, simplifying your corridors, changing your routes, relocating you from rooms of performance to rooms of purpose. I am placing you in communities that honor truth and practice restraint. Do not fear this quiet rearrangement, my beloved child. I am with you in the pruning, and I am with you in the planting. I am with you when one chair empties, and I am with you when a table is set in a new place. Walk forward without apology. Keep your speech clean. Keep your heart soft. Keep your boundaries firm. Nourish yourself on my word. Return to me each morning, for your life is changing because I am renewing you, and the old voices cannot cross into the new season I am opening before you now. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe and listen closely, for I am speaking now of public vindication without noise. I am exposing what was hidden, and I am establishing you while your hands remain clean and your mouth remains at rest under my wings, under the shield of my blood. I do not require your performance of defense. I do not need your explanations to clear the air. I use time like a lantern. I use fruit like a verdict. I use outcomes like a seal. And as you keep your pace with me, my truth will surface on its own timetable without you living in defense mode. Watch how I silence the storm, little one. I will let contradictions collapse under their own weight. I will let alliances shift as convenience turns to distance. I will let receipts surface when it protects you and purifies the room. I will let the pattern of your accusers speak against them louder than any speech you could deliver. They will trip over their inconsistencies. They will circle and then separate. They will overreach and reveal motive. They will say too much, and the ears that once entertained them will grow tired. And while they unravel, my angels encamp around your boundary lines, and your dignity stays intact. Understand my way. Vindication often walks slowly enough to purify your motives, then suddenly enough to surprise everyone. First, I steady your heart so you no longer crave their apology as oxygen. I remove gloating from your system so you will not celebrate their stumble. I cure you of the addiction to be seen right now, and when the inward quiet is complete, I move swiftly. I turn lights on, I gather threads, I open doors, I plant you like a tree by living water, and the fruit appears in season undeniable and clean. Here is your charge while I work. Keep showing up, keep working honestly, keep praying quietly, keep honoring the small duties, answer softly, build faithfully, meet deadlines, bless your team, finish the task in your hand with excellence. Let your fruit speak louder than your explanations. Your consistency is a sermon, your restraint is a banner, your integrity is a key I use to unlock rooms you could never argue your way into. Say it with me to anchor your steps, softly but with authority. God is my defender, my fruit will speak. I will not perform a defense. Again, slower and deeper. God is my defender, my fruit will speak. I will not perform a defense. As the noise fades, you will feel the air clear and you will see the doors begin to open. Favor will find you without you chasing it. Opportunities will recognize your name without you auditioning. Recommendations will arrive from rooms you did not enter. Stability will settle in your home. The work of your hands will be established. Resources will flow rightly. Relationships that honor truth will gather around you, and your reputation will be held in the simple language of results. I am establishing you without spectacle. I am writing your vindication in outcomes that cannot be spun. I am seating you at tables where fruit is the only credential. Be calm under my wings. Nourish yourself on my word. Keep your posture clean, for I am silencing the accusers and confirming your new season in public ways that require no noise from you. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe and listen closely, for I am translating the quiet vindication I have written into visible provision that confirms the new season. I am settling your home with my peace. I am steadying your thoughts so your focus sharpens. I am clearing the fog so you make clean decisions without panic. I am lifting the weight from your chest so your sleep returns. I am restoring the gentle rhythm of your mornings so you rise without dread. I am placing your life under my order and under my wings and under the shield of my blood, and stability will be your testimony. You asked why resistance screamed as you neared this moment, little one, and I answer you now. The enemy feared your stability because your next season changes the balance. When you stand in peace, you cannot be steered by panic. When your finances strengthen, you cannot be purchased by flattery. When your boundaries hold, you cannot be managed by guilt. So the noise swelled to keep you unsteady. But I have broken the sway of that storm, and I am moving you into a settled place. I am making you a tree planted by living water, and your fruit will not be seasonal drama, it will be continual provision. I am granting favor and open doors, and hear me clearly. My favor often appears as protection. I do not open every door because not every room is safe. I close doors that shine but cut. I close platforms that applaud but poison. I close deals that pay quickly but tax your soul. And I open doors that align with your call. I align you with safe people who honor truth. I place you with teams that value integrity. I appoint mentors who correct without controlling. I send gatekeepers who guard you from toxic corridors. I cause interviews to become covenants and meetings to become assignments soaked in peace. Now watch the restoration unfold in your ordinary days. I am calming the atmosphere in your home, so conversations soften and laughter returns. I am improving your focus so work that once scattered now completes on time. I am giving you better decisions, so detours shorten and mistakes reduce. I am reconciling relationships that can be healthy and releasing ones that cannot. I am strengthening your finances with wisdom, with favor, with new streams that are clean, back pay released, stale invoices paid, fair terms signed, expenses right-sized, old leaks sealed. I am planting contentment in you, so you stop paying for what cannot satisfy and start investing in what bears fruit. Do not abandon the practices that opened this path. Seek me in prayer each morning. Open your Bible and nourish yourself on my word. Worship while you wait and while you work. Write down what I say and do the small steps with excellence. Every minute you spend with me, I will turn into years of blessings. I will multiply your time. I will order your tasks. I will place divine efficiencies in your schedule, so less striving produces more fruit. I will surround you with angels who encamp around your home, so you are lifted into the day with calm authority. Say with me now, to anchor your steps, softly but with authority, God is my provider, my home is under his shelter, favor surrounds me as a shield, my decisions are guided, my resources are clean. Again, slower and deeper, God is my provider, my home is under his shelter, favor surrounds me as a shield, my decisions are guided, my resources are clean. Let this settle into your bones, because I am not merely comforting you, I am commissioning you. Restored provision is not just relief, it is assignment. I bless you to build, I stabilize you to serve. I establish your home so it becomes a refuge for weary ones, a classroom for wisdom, a table for kindness, a launchpad for good works that carry my name without noise. Keep your heart soft, your boundaries firm, your hands diligent. Remain under my wings, and I will continue to confirm this new season with visible peace and steady favor. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe and listen closely, because I am giving you a response plan for the moments when the accusation tries to echo back through memory, through messages, through mutual connections, who carry old stories with new urgency. Do not be surprised when a shadow knocks at the door of a bright room, and do not be afraid. Under my wings and under the shield of my blood, you will not be dragged into the old cycle. You will move with my calm authority. When it returns, first pause, put the device down. Place your hand over your chest and feel my hand over yours. Inhale my peace and exhale the argument. Whisper, Father, regulate me. I belong to you. My name is safe in your mouth. Give me one clear step, then pray for 1 minute, not more, not less. Let your spirit come under my rhythm. Refuse immediate replies. No instant texts, no voice notes sent hot. Let the fire cool if it seems urgent. It can still wait until peace if it cannot wait. It was not from me. After the minute, check your motives with me. Ask, am I seeking to be right or to do right? Am I protecting peace or performing defense? Am I moving for love or for image? If your motive is heat or image, hold silence. If your motive is peace and truth delivered in love, I will show you, and you will respond only if I direct you. If I direct you to speak, respond with short, calm sentences, free of performance, no over-explaining, no life story, no courtroom. Say, thank you for reaching out. I am not available for this conversation, or I will not discuss third-party matters, or I disagree and I choose peace, or this is my boundary and this is my final response, or we can continue when respect returns. If the conversation becomes circular or disrespectful, exit with dignity. Say, I am ending this call now, we can revisit later, or I am stepping away to keep peace, bless you. Then step away, do not re-enter the ring, let fruit and time speak while my angels encamp around you. Keep your circle aligned with life, little one. Stay near people who nourish faith and not those addicted to drama. Choose wise counsel over popular opinion. When a thorny issue rises, bring it to 2 safe voices who pray, who practice restraint, who open the Bible before they open their mouths. Not to group chats that turn pain into entertainment. Do not collect opinions to soothe insecurity. Collect wisdom to secure obedience. Stand with those who love truth more than headlines and who correct you cleanly without control. Now hear my assurance and stand up inside. You are not fragile, you are trained. You are not a victim of rumors, you are a steward of peace. Your daily rhythm is your fortress. Morning devotion anchors you. Midday breath resets you. Evening review cleans you. And I keep you steady. Say with me to anchor your stance, softly but with authority. I move by peace, not by panic. I answer sparingly and with honor. I refuse bait, and I protect my purpose. Again, slower and deeper. I move by peace, not by panic. I answer sparingly and with honor. I refuse bait, and I protect my purpose. I will teach your hands to war without wounding. I will keep your feet from slipping. I will order your steps and guard your name. Do not fear recurring accusations, for with this plan they will break against my shield, and you will keep building in quiet strength. Be calm, my beloved child. Breathe and let the last pieces of strain melt under my hand. Feel my nearness now, not far, not delayed. I am here. I am with you under my wings, under the shield of my blood. You are settled, your mind grows quiet, your body unwinds, your chest loosens. Your name rests safely in my mouth, and you are not alone. I cradle your heart in gentleness. I regulate your thoughts. I smooth the edges of the day. I hush the echo of accusation. I wrap you in a peace that stretches through the night and greets the morning with calm strength. Listen closely and let these final declarations anchor you. I will guide you. I will protect you. I will restore you. I will silence every lying tongue. I will complete what I began. I will order your steps. I will guard your name. I will provide for your home. I will open the right doors and close the traps disguised as doors. I will keep your heart soft and your boundaries firm. I will give you favor with the right people at the right time. I will make all things new and keep you steady while I do it. My word stands over your name and my verdict rules your future. I have the final word, and it is peace. Now speak with me to seal it. Softly but with authority say, God has the final word over me. I will not react. I will walk in peace. My life is changing now. Again, slower and deeper. God has the final word over me. I will not react. I will walk in peace. My life is changing now. Once more, let it settle into your bones. God has the final word over me. I will not react. I will walk in peace. My life is changing now. Receive my blessing for what comes next. Sleep without fear, for my angels encamp around your bed and keep watch. Sleep deeply and rise rested. No nightmares, no racing thoughts, only the hush of my presence. Work without anxiety, with clear focus and calm execution, not hurried, not scattered, but precise and fruitful. Love without suspicion, with wisdom and openness, tender and discerning at once. Not hard, not naive, but clean-hearted and safely boundaried. Discern without hardness, see clearly without growing cold, speak truth without venom, choose well without dread, and let my joy oil every decision. Tomorrow is already under my care, my beloved child. Come back to me early. Come into the secret place, and I will meet you there. Open your Bible and nourish yourself on my word. Breathe and pray and listen. Bring me your plans, and I will order them. Bring me your questions, and I will answer with peace. Return daily, and I will strengthen you again. Minute by minute, I will multiply your time. Step by step, I will steady your feet. Day by day, I will confirm your path. Be calm under my wings. Carry my peace into your rooms. Keep your speech clean and your heart soft. For I am with you, I am for you, I am guiding you, protecting you, restoring you, silencing every lying tongue, and I will complete what I began. Come tomorrow, little one, and I will strengthen you again.